Remember the scene from the first official Godzilla King of the Monsters trailer, where we got a quick glimpse of what looked like some peeps from Monarch staring at Godzilla in some sort of underwater channel? It was only a few seconds worth of material, but what it could be implying is something much more important to the film's plot. What if we told you that this very well could be humans reviving Godzilla from an early fight with a certain monster? You know who I'm talking about. We have a Patreon now, so follow the link below and donate to help DangerVille become the best little monster town on the planet. If this tiny glimpse into King of the Monsters is actually humans helping Godzilla, well then he obviously must have gotten whooped up on by none other than King Ghidorah. We already know that Ghidorah is the big bad guy in the movie. And to be this role in the plot, then the giant three-headed monster is going to need a spectacular entrance, or a tone-setting scene to really set up the rest of the story. If you have seen Christopher Nolan's Batman films, more specifically The Dark Knight Rises, then you would hopefully remember the epic initial fight scene between Batman and Bane. Yeah, it didn't go so well for old Brucey, but it did set up the rest of the movie. The end rematch fight between the two, and establish Bane as a bad mofo. I could see King of the Monsters taking a similar route as this, and bringing in Ghidorah with a bang. You want to establish your uber-powerful villain monster? Have him kick Godzilla's ass. I know it's a bold claim to say that humans have the ability to revive or bring back Godzilla from near death, but they have done so in past Godzilla films. There was even a time where humans helped bring back Ghidorah to fight a less friendly version of Godzilla. With King of the Monsters paying homage to the Toho movies more than ever, they could very easily throw in the revival of this new Godzilla. And here's how they could do it, and it still makes at least some sort of sense. In the 2014 Godzilla film, the story writers made it very clear that radiation plays a massive role in how the then kaiju, now Titans, operate and live. Godzilla is no different, feeding and thriving off of the radioactive energy that comes from within Earth. It's practically the only reason why the G-Man is even alive in this universe, in the first place. If the G-Man was to be defeated by Ghidorah, and nearly killed, it is very likely that human aid in the form of excessive radiation being pumped into Godzilla could very well bring the true King of the Monsters back to full health. Just imagine it goes something like this. Decades of pollution and neglect for Earth's natural environments has led the climate to change over the planet, bringing in new weather that has consistently been getting warmer and warmer. Ghidorah is locked in a frozen tomb. You put the two scenarios together and BAM! The Earth's greatest threat is released and angrier than ever. Godzilla could sense this, as in the months leading up to Ghidorah's escape, he has been traveling the oceans in the direction of Antarctica and Ghidorah. Godzilla meets Ghidorah, and he's just not ready for the millennia of built-up rage and aggression of the giant three-headed monster. His most recent fights were with the Mutos, and as destructive as they were, they're no Ghidorah. Godzilla gives his best efforts just like Batman with Bane, but he is outmatched and unprepared for such a true battle. He is defeated, and slowly, his life is drifting away. Just in the nick of time, the agents of Monarch are able to find Godzilla at the bottom of the ocean with the use of their tracking systems. Now here is where this theory needs a little bit of imagination. Somehow Monarch was able to bring radiation to Godzilla, or bring Godzilla to the radiation. The scene from the trailer doesn't specify the exact location. All we know is that they are in some sort of underwater channel system. What we do get from the clip is that Godzilla is clearly alive, although he seems different than the one seen in 2014. He seems content, almost knowing the humans are there watching him, but he doesn't seem to mind, almost like he knows they saved him. But yet he is still cautious like any animal would be when they get injured. We see his body literally pulsing with energy, glowing everywhere from his eyes to his dorsal plates. He's lighting up the entire area like a gigantic freaking lightning bug. Why else would he be doing this if it was not due to excessive amounts of radioactive energy being pumped into him? Fast forward to the scene where the G-Man is breaching the water and you see even more of the changes in his body. He still glows from every crack and crevice on his body, and his plates are much larger and gnarlier looking than ever before. Could this be from the overload of radiation humans pumped into Godzilla? As far as the plot goes, humanity saving Godzilla like this would set up a potential relationship between us fleshy pink ape things and the big green lizard, potentially leading towards more awesome moments like this. Plus the epic conclusion and huge rematch between King Ghidorah and this new and improved, all doped up on radiation steroids Godzilla. This is where you residents tell us what you think. Let her rip in the comments. If you think I deserved it, subscribe and share this theory with some friends. Also, don't forget that we have a Patreon. As always, this has been Jacob, and thank you for dropping by DangerVille. Peace out, everyone.